Hi there, everyone. Erica Ayala here. I'm one of the hosts of the Locked On Women's Basketball podcast and the newest host as a part of Locked On NHL, as I will be the host for Locked On Seattle Kraken. And so, of course, I am here today for our mock draft to pick for the Seattle Kraken. And with the second overall pick in the Locked On NHL mock draft, the Seattle Kraken select center from the University of Michigan, Matthew Beniers. Now, Matty Beniers is from the East Coast, just like me, from Hingham, Massachusetts, originally committed to Harvard, but because of a lot of what was happening with COVID, decommitted, ended up being able to play for the Wolverines. Now, he comes in at just under 175, $175. He's out listed as 174 pounds and 6'1", according to Elite Prospects. So he's got pretty good size, pretty good height, and a lot of scouts believe he's only going to get bigger and stronger as he progresses in his hockey career. Why take Matty Beniers, a center, at number 2? It's been evidently clear that Ron Francis and the Seattle Kraken staff have every intention with the number 2 pick in the amateur draft of going with the best available. Of course, that is up to the eye of the beholder, but since the beholder, in this case, is me, these are the reasons that I like Matty Beniers. First of all, about a point a game in his freshman season with the University of Michigan. He tallied in 24 games, 10 goals, and 14 assists. That's someone that knows how to contribute offensively. Another thing that Ron Francis said, and also knowing that Francis is known for picking defenders, Ron Francis told Seattle media that he wants to secure the middle. Not only does he want to take the best available at 2, but wants to secure right up the middle. So that's your goaltender, your defenders, and your centerman. And Matty Beniers, for me, all of the upside is there. The scout is that he is good on his skates, that he's got a high hockey IQ, that again, he is pretty strong now and is only going to grow bigger and stronger as he progresses, as he develops as a hockey player. And I think what I like the most is that at 18, he's been able to mix it up in not just World Juniors, but also World Championships for the United States, got accustomed to the pace in the NCAA, and again, was a point-a-game player. I like this because, if anything, the overall scout is that Beniers is not a flashy player. But the Seattle Kraken are going to have NHL players that they draft in the expansion draft. They're going to have other prospects that they have through the entry draft. And at the number 2 pick, I like the idea of getting a young athlete that is going to be able to just be popped into whatever system the head coach for Seattle is building and is going to be able to compete at a high level. I get the sense that Beniers is a gritty type player, and at a number 2 pick, for a brand new franchise that essentially not only has to compete against the standard that the Golden Knights set when they were an expansion team, but also they're having a pretty deep run in the 2021 NHL playoffs. They are competing against that expectation. Now, of course, Seattle is going to say that they have to set that standard for themselves, but let's be real. Everybody else is thinking about Las Vegas, and you're going to want to win. This is a Seattle franchise that, shout out to the Seattle Metropolitans, hasn't won a Stanley Cup in quite some time and is certainly looking to hoist one of their own, now under the Seattle Kraken and no longer the Seattle Metropolitans. Well, we're going to get into all of that on the Locked On Seattle Kraken podcast. Again, I am your host, Erica Ayala. I'm going with Matty Beniers out of the state of Massachusetts at the number 2 pick. And if you want to know more about me and my credentials for hosting this podcast, how I got into hockey and all that good stuff, you're going to have to tune in to Locked On Seattle Kraken, debuting on July 1st. But for now, Anaheim, you are on the clock.